let's go.
Let's move on.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do? Are you traveling throughout the night? Are you camping tonight? Doing the rest of the journey tomorrow?
Camp.
I don't want to travel during the night.
Camping.
Okay.
Virgin
Like to
casts
do a
his honey
rest.
hut.
During this time, can I plant the seedling in the ground briefly, or
No,
can something
you may
water
not.
it?
Do not
No.
spread this.
No, you're
I
not
just
putting
want
this.
a
You're
bit of
not.
lime
No,
juice.
no. I don't care what
It's
you
not
need.
happening.
You're not touching my seedling. Go away.
This has got something important to do with something.
Well, then you can just wait until it sprouts a lime.
But then the blood will be off.
Or just go
I think
buy
it's
a
so
lime
cold.
from a town.
Yeah, camping that night is fairly pleasant. You notice that Crystal is sitting closer to you than normal, Spurgeon, and it's sort of weird. It's like her dad's hanging around you, because Thaddeus is really close to her as well. You notice he's like staying more close to her than he was previously.
Has anybody asked Thaddeus how he's going?
He doesn't
See if he
speak.
needs any healing.
Can we roll the Song of Rest tonight as well from the 2-bar? Wow.
So
Why bother ask?
I was distracted by Crystal's eyes.
Awesome, we got some fish.
no, you don't manage to get any fish. So you're getting the feeling because this river had a gigantic snake in it, the fish are fairly spooked, and didn't succeed in getting fish today. So everyone uses one ration. I guess the next morning comes, and it's started to get a bit overcast again. The weather appears to be getting cold and snowy again. Okay, roll me a survival check, as it's only about half a day's travel to get to West Marches. You guys are starting to find that this territory feels a bit familiar, like you might have been here before.
I am on high alert to find a lime for the entirety of today.
So you wouldn't know that actually. You are on the lookout for lime.
You're
so
saying they wouldn't grow here. Well, it's very wet and it's
it's
by
the
a
middle of
river.
it's the middle of winter.
Aye, but it's by a river.
How's the river not frozen if it's the
And
middle
these
of
are
winter?
magic
Flowing
limes.
water doesn't freeze. That's super, super cold. I mean, like around the bank it's snowing frozen, but the river itself is still flowing. It is fresh water though, it's not salt. Okay, so you make it like no problems, and you make it, and you see the city of West Marches in the distance. You notice there appears to be life in the city, like there's smoke rising from chimneys and things. You don't notice like the town has been leveled or anything, but you're still quite far away. And what you do notice is that there's a camp of red tents, which appears to be about 1 kilometer outside the main gate of the city.
Can we see any banners on red tents?
You're not close enough, but you do recognize. Actually, give me a perception check.
See shit.
Yeah, you don't know anything. It's probably a bit too snowy, but yeah, Spurgeon, you'd know that these tents belong to the Blood Ravens, the Commander
Blood
Shepherds.
Budgies.
Yeah, Commander Shepherds, a group of people,
Let's approach people.
and they appear to have. As you get closer, if you're heading closer, you notice they've dug like trenches out the front of their tents, and there's men like in the trenches, and they appear to be on high alert. You get the feeling they're like sieging this town.
Well,
How far away are we now?
You guys can tell me. So you're a few kilometers away. Like you came over a rise and you were looking down into like a valley where the city was.
can we
I don't want to be seen approaching.
Okay.
I'm more than happy to actually be fairly open about our approach. I don't want to seem threatening like I'm trying to sneak, but I don't want to seem...
Okay. For anybody
Like
who
I'm
wants to
hiding
stay
either.
sneaky, roll me stealth. Anyone who doesn't.
Well, I guess whatever Emerald's doing, I'll do the same because we're sharing a pony.
Okay.
We've got the
Yeah,
parchment.
I'm on a horse anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to sneak off the side. I just don't want whatever's in the West Marches to see me coming.
Okay.
You can
If I
only
just take me
sneak
and my
if you
horse,
don't
I
have a
can-
horse, right?
Is there woods that I can walk?
There are, like, it's fairly open country. This, it's not like as mountainous anymore.
Yeah.
You can still roll a sneak check on your horse. You'll just be staying like in the tree line,
Yeah.
and things like that.
Do I have to roll another sneak check or
No.
just that?
That's fine.
Yeah. So I just want to stay in the tree line. I don't want to be too visible from the west.
That's good. All You guys get the feeling you're doing fine, those of you who are sneaking, and the rest of you. So as you approach these tents, no one sort of comes out to greet you.
All right. Well,
Someone
I
who's not
suppose.
sneaked should-
Do we get stopped at all as we start getting closer to the tents?
You guys tell me, like, how close are you getting? What are you doing? Are you
Well,
just full on going up to the
I'm
tent
just
city?
approaching the tents.
I'm hanging a bit behind. I'm a
Yeah,
couple
so
of meters.
somebody, you
I'm
notice
behind
two
the
riders
sturgeon.
coming out towards you, and they greet you probably about a kilometer away from the tent camp.
I suppose I hold the horse, or get Arala, who's sitting in front of me, to hold the horse up
I
and
bring
stop.
out my writ from what's her
Tempest.
face, Tempest.
Okay.
Like,
Um,
come here in peace.
Yeah, they ride towards you. They don't appear to be aggressive. You get to turn these people are messages, and they hail you, ride towards you, and say, "Oh, thank God, finally! But we expected more."
We've
This is
been
what you
known
get.
to surprise.
There's your reinforcements from the capital, right? Tempest sent you.
We
She
have this
puts
writ.
a lot of faith in us.
He nods and he says, "Yes, we can use your help."
Sorry, when was your request for help sent?
Says,
Garen emerges from the bushes.
"Yeah, yeah." You just like come out of
Shit.
You can't actually ask that. You're hiding with a horse.
Damn it.
Katerin yells across the field.
I asked if Shepherd is around.
He says, "Yes, Commander Shepard will want to see you. Follow me." And the riders.
Alright,
They
I
appear
break
to be
cover
in-
too, and I ride up with them. There doesn't seem to be any immediate threat.
Yeah, righto.
Okay. That's
Me
fine.
too.
So yeah, you're ushered into the. It's like a small tent city. You get the feeling there's probably about 200 fighting men here, and like a couple of retainer boys and things. And a few boys come up and take the reins of your horse, and, like help you down and stuff.
Sweet. Dismount!
So you're just in front of like a big, large-looking, important tent. Kaderin knows this tent well. She tried to sneak into it once.
Excellent. Guys, it's easy to get in the back way.
Yeah, and you are ushered into this tent where you see Commander Shepard leaning over a table, and he's pointing at there's a crudely drawn map on the table, and he's pointing at different points there. And he breaks his conversation with the three other men around him, and he
Is
gestures
the-
to you.
Is the wizard-looking guy there?
No, he's not there at all. And Commander Shepard turns to you and says, "Thank God." Okay, I guess he continues talking. He says, "Thank God you've come. We've taken heavy losses. This town appeared to have a lot more resistance than we were expecting."
Yeah,
Uh,
Tempest mentioned that it was meant to be
Yeah, so
abandoned.
what has
Says he-
occurred here?
He says, "I don't know. Most of the information we had of what occurred at this town was relayed from you."
Yes, we had
believe that
left
this-
it with only civilians.
But yes, this town had no military, but yet they fight us. They appear to have some strength to them. I can't explain it. Says
Have
they're
you
flying a banner I
attempted-
haven't seen before.
What would the banner
Um,
be?
He gestures to like it's a picture hanging from the wall, and it looks like a crucifix with a circle.
Do I recognize this banner from the bloke that we left in charge?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
He didn't have anything. Roll me a perception check. Let's see.
I'll support
Okay.
because
Yeah.
I wanted to, or can I roll my own? Because
You roll your own and I'll support because you have better perception than I do.
Yes, you did actually recognize. Like, you only got a glance at it. And it's sort of you find it a bit strange that you remember, but he was wearing a necklace that appeared to have this symbol on it. And the lady he was traveling with had a symbol tattooed on the back of her hand, which was this.
fuck, is it better not be another cult?
Have you attempted diplomacy with these peoples?
He says yes, they will not even treat with us. And then we tried to take the walls, and I lost many men.
What
we
are
need a
you?
smarter way.
You are attempting, I believe, good sir, to bring this city into fold with Stormhell and Tempest rule. Yes.
He says yes, we wish to bring them under the protection of the lady.
Very well. Just so I understood exactly what the goals here were. I think we might have a potential way to see a peaceful resolution.
He looks at you and says, and how might that
The leader here, he was wearing he was wearing a necklace, I believe, wasn't it, Arala? That had a very, very similar, very similar shape
Bearing to their flag.
to
yeah,
that
and
flag.
Coiner Shiver says, yes, it's the large man. Yes, we've seen him. He appears to have some power.
And
And the woman that travels with him, her also.
we were the ones who instilled him in power in the West Marches after we defeated the Demi-Lich that was turning everyone into undead.
He looks at you. He's not angry, but he furrows his brow. He's, why would you put a maniac like that in charge of these poor people?
What's wrong
Because
with him? What
these-
does he
He had
do?
band
What does he do?
He had a band of civilians with him that were clearly escaping the war. They just seemed like they needed a place of shelter. We were unaware.
It
That
was
he was
it was
such
also
a
the
man.
fact that these people needed a leader, and without a leader, this town would have ceased to exist. We
He says,
took,
well, they've got a leader, all right. He
we
appears to be filling them with some sort of unholy fervor.
well,
The man himself is a powerful magician.
God, this town can't get a fucking break.
yeah.
Says they call themselves the Anabaptists.
The what, sorry?
Sick of
Can you
fucking
repeat that?
cult.
Anabaptists.
Anabaptist. Okay.
Yes, I believe.
What does he do? What is he doing? What's wrong with what he's doing?
Says the civilians have hauled themselves up inside the city. They all have been converted into this religion. Those that do not agree have their necks cut on the walls and are thrown off. He gestures outside the town.
Tom, do I remember what god he said he followed? I remember him telling me the god that he followed.
He never mentioned a god to you, I don't believe.
No, I'm pretty sure he did mention that I followed the teachings of, and I just can't remember what god it was.
I'll check my diary.
Yeah, if it's in the diary otherwise. Nope, you don't remember.
I thought it was
Can I ask you
Bahamut,
another question?
but that's
Oh,
Yeah.
that rings a bell.
Yes.
That rings a bell. And
Yeah,
that is a little circle with a cross in it in bloody Egypt. An Ankh. Bahamut. Ankh. Surely that's a thing.
Surely, because it's D&D and that's true.
You've definitely all heard of Bahamut. That's like a common thing everyone's heard of. It's just a generic god of good. He's a dragon god.
Okay, I don't know what the hell I'm.
And Crystal didn't know about a dragon god of good.
She'd never heard of the Anabaptists, but nobody had mentioned Bahamut. If you mentioned Bahamut, she says, yes, I know Bahamut person.
Oh, shit.
You should introduce me.
Wow.
Because
She's
yes,
a bit full of herself.
You say
Anyways.
this to her face?
Me?
Can I ask Katzen what's his face a question?
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you haven't sent Tempest word for quite a few days of how you're progressing here?
says a wizard left us after interacting with that monster, and our ravens have all frozen. We have no way of sending word.
where did the wizard
So
go?
you don't have the capability to send somebody
wait,
back
wait.
to Tempest?
Says like we were awaiting reinforcements. That's the last message we sent. I cannot spare a single man.
Wait, so the guy is called Melikir, but they are a priest who praises Bahamut.
Mm-hmm.
They were the Blood Knight. So he's a liar.
That is definitely a good thing to assume.
So what I have in my diary after we killed Biggest, we had the Blood Knight led by Commander Shepard was there.
Yep.
And he was followed by refugees.
Yep. And this man was one of those refugees. And then the Blood Knights left to go to the south, I believe. And then they
Yep.
had a battle, and then they came back. And that's when all this happened.
So yeah, Bahamut, correct?
That is certainly what he said to you.
Oakley dokley then.
I explained to Commander Shepard that this wasn't the guy that we, because he was here, he should remember. We put Melika a priest, but he was meant to be a priest following Bahamut, not this.
Yeah,
thing.
Commander
So-
Shepard sort of grits his teeth and clenches his hand. He says, "This is not the first atrocity done in the name of the gods."
So you can't blame us for this.
Yeah, we
What
didn't
does
instill.
Crystal think of it?
She doesn't really voice her opinion. Just really no.
So what you're saying, Commander Shepard, is this is not the man that we instilled, but rather someone who has usurped him.
She says, "No, I believe it is the same man. He's tall and he wears black robes and he stands out. It's the same man, except
What-
now he seems to have some power to him he didn't have previously."
Better kill him.
Arala, what was his name? I suppose it's about midday, isn't it?
Yeah, probably just after, probably about 1.
I suppose we have time to approach the gate of the West
To
Marches.
the pub.
Yeah, you do.
I tell Commander Shepard, well, I don't know about everyone else, but I feel that potentially we could have a diplomatic solution, and at the very least I would like to try. We may approach the gate to try and parley.
So he liked me. He liked my music.
Right, well, let's go. Let's go have a talk at the very least.
Alright. I'll give Emerald some bardic inspiration
Okay.
and I'll join him.
Alright,
Albeit
so,
warily.
You guys leave the tent and everything? Okay, you heading towards the gate?
Yes.
So as you guys approach the gate, what you notice is there's a whole bunch of bodies around the gate. A lot of them are Bloodraven bodies, but there's also a lot of what look like townsfolk bodies. There is a bunch of large rocks strewed out where all the bodies are.
Oh, for love
and-
of God, don't call them blood budgies.
And looking at some of the bodies, they look like they have been scalded to death, most of them.
I just glare at Emerald. Just
I
seeing
take a
the
step
blood
Golden,
down
raven.
and
like,
ring.
To be 100% here, Arala, these guys are fighting the Blood Raven, so they'd probably appreciate the joke.
What joke?
By scalded, you mean the hot water?
Boiling oil would be it, Carrion.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
Not like some magey water.
No. Stop talking,
No,
please.
just
Just stop
boil
talking.
oil to fuck with people's shit.
Oh,
You know, like how you.
don't be mean to me.
Well, don't be stupid to me. It's a pretty simple thing. What's the gate look like?
Yeah, the gate itself is fairly solid.
Yep.
It's like large wood reinforced with metal.
The-
And there is a bunch of murder holes above it. It's
Yeah.
got an overlay.
I'm not approaching the gate. I want to stand off. Is there like a moat around the outside of the West Marches, or
Is there a what?
a moat?
Yes. So as you approach the gate, you see a figure in a dark robe, like walk on the very tallest part of the wall above the gate. He's looming over you. He seems to be casting a very dark and thick shadow. It seems it's a bit strange. And as you get closer, you notice he's got a very broad smile on his face, and then a woman with a white robe walks up to join next to him. She's only about half his height. He extends his hands and he says, "Welcome back, friend."
Melachir.
What's happening?
I say in
That's where we're
greetings.
going to end the session.